Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want us to talk about the false myths of modern society. This is not trading per se, but a general conception of the society at large. So I want us to talk about how the society has tried to make us feel about some certain things and how the system has already been rigged against an average guy or average man like us or the society at large. So let's say in in the society at large, in the modern society, the society has made us to believe that there's something called democracy and free markets in the society at large. So let's use the society right now. The society have tried to make us believe that we are individual instead of a community. You know, let me use Ghana where I'm staying for example. Ghana right now, the latest I don't understand. In every society or in the world at large, in every society there is always the reigning calamity, or let's say the reigning um how do I even put it? And there's always a headline at a particular time in every society. I don't really know if this is I don't know what is going on. Is it that the world at large, America also, America, is either COVID-19 or the Middle East war, or um there's always something at every particular moment in time. There is always something in every society. Every society. I don't really know what is going on. I don't know if it's the design of the society or in America. Okay, let me just continue with Ghana for now. In Ghana right now, the issue of Galamsey, that's the latest one. And this is fucking bad. When you debunk or go into it in details, you get to know that, man, if we continue like this, Ghana water body in the nearest future will be totally destroyed. I think I heard something about the BBC putting up a report. I think I watched it on YouTube that 70% of Ghana water body, 70% of Ghana water body has been destroyed by Galamsey currently, and even like continuously is still going. And I saw some prediction like by 2030 or 2030 something, the Ghana water bodies will be destroyed totally, which is can you imagine when in a whole country like Ghana or Nigeria, in a full country, your water body is destroyed. So let's say now you have to be importing water, or like, can you imagine that how the society will be? Fuel, fuel that is a common commodity. Fuel is water is even more common than fuel. Fuel, whenever fuel is high, do you see how inflation and the chaos is very crazy in the society? Just now imagine when water is being imported and water is scarce in Ghana. Just now imagine how it will be. And to remove those debts from the water, the rivers, the seas, and all that, cost millions of dollars. And Ghana doesn't even have that. They cannot even afford it because they are in so much debt. Like, God. Okay, that's an example. So they currently, what is going on right now are people are protesting for the Galamsey Stop Galamsey movement and all that. I think was it last week or last 2 weeks? Some of the Protestants were arrested for no good reason. No, they were protesting. That was why they were arrested. The government in general doesn't like protest. That is one thing I've got to understand. I was even listening to some podcast this morning on the. I don't know if people know Mogam. Is it Mo? Mo. That's what I know him as. Mo. He worked at Google. He's from Egypt. He's a very big guy in the tech industry. About AI, he talks about AI. So he was doing a podcast with a lady. Forgotten the name of that lady. So they were talking about the how the society has made us believe in free market, which is a fucking false lie. Like this has been there in the society. This is not going to stop. I'm not making this video to tell you that this is the solution or this is how to combat this. Okay, I might give you um, a possible way to combat this at the end of the video. So just be patient and watch as I debunk this. So um, the government in general, in every society, they hate when the citizens come together to protest against a particular rule or a certain um, law. That is very, very, it feels like a threat to them. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want to even hear about it. I heard that during the Nigerian protest or something, some of them, when they heard about the protest, they flew out of the country. They don't, all the top officials, all these people benefiting from all this shit, they don't want it. And this galamsey in question, if you go and check most of the people involved in this galamsey, most of them are either prominent people or top officials in Ghana here, like big men in Ghana here. They try. Oh God, that is why the government is finding. I'm. That is my own opinion, though. But I think that is so clear. That is why the government is kind of finding it difficult to shut down this galamsey of a thing because this galamsey has been happening for a very long time and people have been talking about it, but not like as this awareness they are creating right now. People have been talking about it, newscasters, so many things like they have been talking about it. When you see the pictures of the rivers and the water bodies that have been destroyed by this so-called galamsey, you don't even need someone to tell you that this needs to stop. And the kind of things they do over there, I've heard the stories, people die carelessly over there. They fight against community, individuals fight against individuals with guns, like guns. These people are, they do it as do or die affair. If you near their galamsey site, open fire, everybody shoot. Sometimes when they are digging the stuff, the way they dig it, the thing collapse. Many people die inside the hole they have dug for the galamsey extraction of the gold and all that. These are gold mines. So you see that the government, whatever benefits the government, that's what the government do, irrespective of the individuals involved, irrespective of the citizens involved. So if you are trying to strive in this society, it's either you are corrupt, one, or you are in association with the top dogs, which are the big people. Okay, let me go to US for example. There was something that happened. I don't know if it's can't remember the exact time this, but this is recently. I watched the movie. I watched the movie Dumb Money recently, whereby people ganged up on Reddit. Is kind of is stock market stuff. I don't really do stock market. People ganged up against the hedge funds on Reddit, and they bought a particular stock. I've forgotten the name of this stock. GameStop. Yes, GameStop. That was. the stock in question. So the hedge funds short GameStop, GameStop, believing that dumb money will eventually lose their money and all that. The guy made a video on Reddit and they ganged up against these hedge funds people. He made, I think he analyzed the stock and saw that the stock was undervalued, so he bought it and he was showing his PNL and all that on his stream, gathering followers. Before you know it, people, the community is mad. People ganged up against these hedge funds. Hedge funds lost a shit ton of money, like a shit ton of money, whereby any situation whereby people come to the marketplace or the society and gang up as a community, it always spells um disaster for the big guys, the government, the big guys in general. Even this latest bank run that happened, SVV Bank, in Silicon Valley, the big banks were never affected. The small guys were affected. You cannot expect something JP Morgan, all these big banks in America to fail. That is never possible. It is never going to happen. Anytime bank failure happens, the government jumps in and save the big guys because the big guys are always in alignment with them and also support their policies and also are the ones that um, um, that help in their campaign and putting them in that seat. So they always try to favor the big guys. Let's go in Nigeria, for example. Nigeria also, if you watch the market in Nigeria, Dangote Group has monopolized virtually everything in Nigeria. And right now, he has entered into the oil and gas game, which he has a refinery now in Nigeria. That is a good thing. That I'm not condemning that. But right now, he's up against the government right now because the government in Nigeria has, I don't know, I think they have basically sold the Nigerian oil for loan it out, use it to take money for I don't even know how many years. They sold the rights for them for the Americans to be able to take our oil. Why? I don't even know what is fucking going on in Nigeria. They have sold our oil. So right now, Dangote cannot buy oil from the Nigerian government directly because we have sold our oil for years to the Americans. So he's finding it difficult right now. He's up against it. When he was in inner caucus with the Nigerian government, destroying small businesses in Nigeria like Ibeto Cement and all that, um, trying to frustrate the small guys. He never complained. You never saw him on news talking about shit. But right now, sorry for my words, sorry. Right now, he's up against it um, because basically the Nigerian government, their hands are tied. They can't do anything about it because they borrowed money with the oil, believing that they didn't. I'm sure they didn't expect this Dangote stuff to come out so soon. So he's up against it. So I'm just saying that in so in general, what I'm saying is that the small guys or the average guy, we are pawn in this game of life or in this so-called free market that the government or the society has made us to believe that we are running a free market society whereby the society determines who or what they buy or who progresses. Now, the policies that the big people, that's the government bodies make, affects whatever you are doing in the country, whether you are starting a business or you are working, whatever you are doing. But the role of the government in question is to create a free market for everybody, whereby the social and basic amenities are provided for the individuals to create jobs and make the economy better. Let's say, for example, the government, their work is to give us light, good roads, water, social amenities like water, hospitals, whereby the individuals have, let's say, electricity. If you want to set up a company or something, or you want something that consumes light, you have electricity which they tax you for, good and fine, but at least in a subsidized way, they give you that water, electricity, good roads, which you use, let's say, in transporting whatever you are making or producing to a better location to sell for a good profit. But let's use Nigeria for example, whereby most of these things are not even provided. Light, you buy fuel to power to generate your own electricity to do whatever you're doing. Water, people have their own boreholes, and for you to run your borehole, you need electricity to do it. Roads, zero, no good roads. If you want good roads, the communities are the ones making or building roads for themselves. What else again? Hospital. Most of the government hospitals, I think in Nigeria sef, I don't even know if they are even functioning well. Most of them are not even if they are functioning, they are not functioning well. They don't have the even in Ghana here. I listen to some podcasts whereby they are complaining that in the hospitals they don't have good no, was it? No, that was in Nigeria. So that was in Nigeria. They don't have good the the hospital equipment, let's say oxygen, all these I think incubators, yeah, whereby they keep um premature unborn babies, all those things are not there. The government does not produce any shit. So you are making the life of a common guy or a common man even more difficult, because you are not giving us the platform to produce this or to make our life easier. Because if you have all these things provided already, your life is a bit easier to add value to the society. If you don't have all these things in place, how do you plan to add value in the society? It's not. It makes your life even more difficult. And the policies again that the government have put out in place are there to subdue the common guy, to make you even more frustrated. I I think in Ghana here, before you as I don't know about Ghanaians, but as a foreigner, before you open up a business or before you set up a business, you pay thousands of dollars to get a license to start up a business as a foreigner. I don't know if that should be so. As an ECOWAX um, company, or sorry, ECOWAX nation, it shouldn't be that of a big of it shouldn't be like so expensive for a Nigerian or other ECOWAX nation to start up a business. What is the essence of being in alliance as ECOWAX nation, where whereby everything is supposed to be easier for everything is supposed to be easier for other ECOWAX nation, but it's not so. Like, the government policies are virtually killing us, killing the common guys. Last, all these galamsey people, if you get bad in Ghana, they'll fly out, take their family, and And most of them, their children are not schooling in Ghana, they are all schooling abroad. Or if you are schooling in Ghana, they are in the top schools and universities. So they don't really suffer all these things we are suffering. So I think this video has been long. So to cut it all short, my solution or what I think is the common guys, we have to come together and work together. And also this issue of you go online and you see people insulting and attacking one another, bro. These are because people are literally frustrated in the society. They just need something to, how do you think comedians cash out? They need something to keep them happy, to entertain them. So people put out their frustration on them on individuals, or yeah, individuals they see on the internet, maybe doing one or two things they don't like, or living their life. So they feel those people are the scapegoat to channel all those hate and all those frustration on. So they try attacking one another and all that. Before you know it, creating more divide in the society, which is what the big guys want you to do. That is just as simple as that. The big guys want you to fight against one another, in the sense that coming together as a community will be difficult, because they know that when you come together as a community, it spells trouble for them. So all I'm saying is we have to be watchful and be kind with one another. Try to accommodate each other, irrespective of whatever it is. I don't know. I am I'm a YouTube guy. I'm not an Instagram guy. I don't analyze what is going on in the social media world, apart from, let's say, what I see on YouTube and what I listen to on podcasts. So we have to be good with one another, in the sense to promote that communal living and that communal sense of purpose, whereby we come together for a common goal, which is to make the society a better place. Because if we hope that the government will put policies in place to make our life better, bro, sorry to give you the bad news, it is not going to happen. It is not, as far as it's not in their favor, it is not going to happen. Come to think of it, the people that have been ruling us for the past how many since we got independent are the same people. It is just revolving around them. They are the same people, the same individuals. How do you think you keep on doing the same thing and expecting the different results? Is that not madness? That is insanity. You will not get it. Okay? So we have to make it for ourselves. We have to create that safe environment for ourselves. Let's say as a community, if it's coming together, I don't know if I've seen such a thing before, whereby a community comes together, make good roads for themselves, borehole, just provide things for the community. I don't know. I'm not really that kind of guy that moves around solving things, but I hope there is such a place, because it foster growth, and it foster progress in the community. Without that, we will always hope and keep on hoping and keep on getting disappointed by the government. So this is all I have to share today with you guys. So just subscribe, share, comment below, and like also, to at least let other people see this video. Just give me your opinion, what you think about this, my small analogy about this ongoing chaos in the society. So until next time, guys, keep on being safe, and keep on living good, and try to foster this communal sense of living for a better future and for a better society in general. So, guys, thank you guys, and be safe.